Algebra 2 Honors, Lesson 6.7, Graphing and Solving Quadratic Inequalities. How do we graph? Graph just like anything else. You can do it any way you want. I'm going to go back and do it negative b over 2a, so 6 negative 6 over 2 times negative 1, x equals negative 3. Plug that back in, we get negative 9 plus 18 is 9, minus 7 is 2. So my vertex is at negative 3 comma 2. I could probably factor this. I'm really not in the mood. It's going down, hits at negative 7. I don't need to factor it, so I'll just keep life simple. And this one's way off. I gotta do better than that. That'll have to do. So no greater than means dotted line. Pardon me, no equal than means dotted line. And it's greater, so we shade above. Want to test a point to make sure? Let's try 0 comma 4, see if it works. X is 0. I get negative 7. Is negative 7 less than 4? Yes, we're in the right spot. So how about solving this? Assuming you just graphed it and got this, we actually need to know the x values now, the roots. So I'm going to do this with the calculator off to the side. And I'm just going to pull my roots directly off the graph by finding my zeros. If you're not sure how to do this, go back and watch lesson 6.1 or 2. I think it's 6.2. This is that this root is negative 4.4. And this root is negative 1.6. So the question is, where is this function less than 0? And the answer should be in this whole region here and in this whole region here, because it's below the x-axis. So this is often put on a number line where you find your two zeros and you say here's one at negative 4.4, here's one at negative 1.6, and then you test all three places to see which ones work. So when here is negative 2, it should not work if my graph is correct. Negative 2 squared is 4, so let's do this and see if it's less than 0. 6 times negative 2 minus 7. 4, negative 4 plus 12 is 8. Minus 7 is 1. Is 0 greater than 1? No. So we're not going to have anything in the middle. Easy point to check out here would be 0. Let's change up colors so we can see what the heck's going on. Let's test 0 out here. Everything's going to cancel. Is 0 greater than negative 7? Yes. So this part of the graph will work. And then let's try negative 5 out here. Is 0 greater than negative 5 squared minus 6 times negative 5 minus 7, 25, negative 25 plus 30 is 5, minus 7 is negative 2. Is 0 greater than negative 2? Yes. So here's our two ways to solve. You find the solution or solutions, if they exist, might not hit the x-axis. And your test points, or you graph and analyze the graph. Alright? A lot of people have trouble seeing it on the graph. Remember, it's saying when is 0 greater than this function? Or pardon me, when is this function less than 0? And we look at it and we say, well, here it's less than 0 and here it's less than 0 because it's a negative on the x-axis. Challenging, very challenging to see. A lot of people just solve it in test points. So let's just solve this one in test points. X squared plus 2x minus 3, and we're just going to say it equals 0. We're going to test points and see how it goes. Shockingly, this factors nicely. Who would have thunk it? X equals negative 3 and 1. So we're looking at Now if we were to graph it, we would be graphing x squared plus 2x minus 3 is greater than y. Y is less than x squared plus 2x minus 3. Very quick graph here. We know it hits at the x-axis here. Pardon me, y-axis here. We know it hits at 1. And we know it hits there. I'm not even going to bother with trying to find the vertex. It's negative 1, probably down here somewhere, because I can see that it's going to graph like this. And if you're not sure, go ahead and put in your calculator. So the question is, where is it less than this? Or pardon me, where is x squared plus 2x minus 3 greater than 0? And it would appear to be out here and out here. Let's test some points and see. By the way, I graphed this wrong. Might as well be precise. So my guess is that 2 will work. Is 2 squared plus 2 times 2 greater than 3? 4 plus 4 is 8. Yes. So we're using this area out here. 0 should not work, and we can just look and say 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 greater than 3? No. And let's try negative 4. Negative 4 squared plus 2 times negative 4. Is that greater than 3? 16 minus 8 is 8. Is 8 greater than 3? Yes. So this is going to work. Now here's the problem. Great, we solved it. I'm going to write the answers down right in the middle. Two different ways to write the answers. Number one is with the brackets. X such that x is less than negative 3 and x is greater than 1. Or if you're into parentheses notation, negative infinity up to, but not including negative 3, and 1 up to infinity. Either way, doesn't matter to me. That's it. Go try some problems. See if you can tie together the knowledge between graphing and solving algebraically. That's kind of the whole purpose of this extra section, is to see if you can put the two of them together. Very challenging stuff. Good luck.